Hello, this is wmpyr. The holiday seasons are coming, so this is around the time when things get a little crazy. And already in my neighborhood, there's been people who have been robbed at gunpoint when they're going in and out of their vehicle. All right, so just want to let you guys know, because of the holiday seasons and everything, be careful. This is when the predators and the parasites come out, and they're extra active. So please be careful, and let's all make sure that we don't get into road rage incidents, because we're all driving a little faster probably. Things are more hectic, so there's higher chance for that. But it's really not worth it to go to jail or get into a violent encounter just because of road rage. There's enough bad guys out there that we don't need to make each other the bad guys, you know what I mean? So anyway, road rage incidents aside, when I'm going into town, depending on the area, normally for me, just like a Kubotan type keychain self-defense tool is enough. Unless I know that the area is kind of dangerous or iffy or whatnot, then I will upgrade. It only makes sense to upgrade. And if you do have a firearm, then you could have the firearm for like really, really bad situations, but it also helps, I think, to carry a knife to complement that, And the knife is much, much lighter than a firearm. So, like I said, it complements well. In this kind of situation where things are getting a little crazy, once again, I like to upgrade from going to a regular utility folding knife that is maybe like 2.5 inches long, the blade, and then it folds, so maybe like 3.5 inches closed, something along those lines. Something nice and compact like that too. Like I said, I upgrade because things are a little crazy right now. To me, then a fixed blade is a very, very good choice. So that's the case where I have something like this. This is the LLC Fixed Blade knife, but this is a training knife. Okay, so of course we got to practice. Please invest in a trainer. It's a smart investment and it's worth it. So definitely, it takes a lot of abuse and it'll help you become better and better. So definitely get a trainer. But anyway, so this has the tech lock right here, as you guys can see, and the tech lock can be used to put it in all kinds of configuration on your belt for carry, like so. And if you're military or law enforcement, it works very well. But for me, I just tend to remove the tech lock, and I'll just have it in here like this. Why? Because when I'm walking around town and I feel like this is a dangerous area, or there's some chance of things can be bad, or there might be an active shooter or whatever, I'm going to have it very, very accessible right here. I mean, this is where I know I can keep it safe, and if I need it, boom, it's out. And this is what I'll do. I'll take it out like so with the sheath on, and I use it defensively. I'm like, hey, back off. I don't want any trouble. You're the one starting it. This has nothing to do with what you're saying, so back off, whatever it is. Because they're going to try to argue with you. They're going to sucker you into that talk. And maybe the whole time they just want to hit you or something, but they're talking to you, trying to sucker you in. So you got to watch out for the verbal stuff. But legal grounds, you want to cover your own legal grounds in case people are listening and stuff. And also if you go to court, you want to say, hey, I don't want any trouble. You're the one starting this. Back off. I'm just trying to leave. So you say all that, and like I said, legally, it's going to help you out, or it can help you out for sure. So, hey, I don't want any trouble. So with this, you could use this not as a knife. I'm not thinking knife at all. I'm thinking this as self-defense. But rather than pushing with my bare hands, where we could end up in a wrestling match, or we could end up in a boxing match, both of those, I don't want to fight this guy. So with this, it's going to make them more weary. It's going to make it harder for them to come in. And I just use this as kind of like a baton, like pushing them away. So if they still persist, then I can slap around, and as you saw right now, it deploys, boom, like that, and the blade comes right out when I need it. The concept of that is extremely important, because a lot of people don't understand, because the concept here is exactly the same for this. This is the LLC folding knife, which is right here. I'm using this like a Kubotan, trying to make them back off, kind of the same way with the sheath on with this guy, the fixed blade. And then if that's not happening, then I deploy, boom, kinetic opening off of them or off of myself or anything I could hook on. Boom, in the middle of the situation, I deploy the blade. It's already in my hand. This is a great concept there. And hopefully with a fixed blade, it makes a little bit more sense. So I start off with the sheath on. So if you're wondering what kind of fixed blade to get, what I recommend are the ones where you could use it with the sheath on, so you don't have to go lethal right away, and you could just use the sheath to get them to back off, and you could still strike and you could still defend with it on. And then when you need to deploy it, you could deploy it like, boom, like I did with that kind of force, with a quick snapping motion and the sheath comes off, or with your thumb. So with one hand, you can deploy the sheath. So something like that. To me, that is a practical application, something to look for. There's a lot of things people look for, but a lot of those are preferences. So don't get preferences mixed up with the practical application features that you want to look for. So anyway, that's it for now. Just keep safe, y'all, because once again, the craziness is coming. So let's all be civil and take care of each other, because like I said, there's plenty of bad guys out there that we don't need to quarrel with each other. So that's it for now. Happy holidays. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.